I've definitely achieved something very big this week. That's something that it has taken me too much or a long time to get to this point where so I'm currently going to the gym, but I saw this trade on Euro USD that I'm about to take. I've set every limit that needs to be set, and I'm just waiting for the trade to play out. Let me share the trade with you guys. So this is the trade right here. I was waiting for price to get to my point of interest on the 4 hours time frame. So price got to my point of interest on the 4 hours time frame, and what happened? Price gave me this liquidity sweep. Normally anything can happen right here, but I normally want to wait for how this candle is going to close, but there's a huge probability that this candle is going to close with a wick above. That's definitely weaken this candlestick here. So our next draw on liquidity should be this low right here, because looking at Euro USD, we are still very bearish on Euro USD. We don't have a change instead of delivery yet. So if we go to the 15 minutes time frame, I am seeing the liquidity sweep changing character, and there is a fair value gap. So I have an entry somewhere here, and I have another entry somewhere here. So I want to see how that is going to play out. For this entry here, it's targeted for a 1:2, and for this entry here, it has to run. So hey guys, I just finished with the gym and currently on my way going back home. I took a trade on Euro USD as I said, but I'm no longer feeling so good about that trade, so I had to reduce my risk. I canceled one entry and I'm looking out for GBP USD. I'm going to get home and I'm going to explain exactly why I don't feel comfortable about the trade anymore and my idea behind GBP USD. So currently I'm going back home and it's very cold. So the trade hit stop loss eventually. I stopped feeling comfortable about the trade, and I want to explain exactly why I stopped feeling comfortable about this trade. Analysis, right? There is this range here. I was looking out for this range. Price tapped into the range. What am I looking out for next? I'm looking out to buy. Now I had this first buying opportunity here. This CRT that formed. You see that CRT went all the way and it took the CRT high, which is here. Right? So I was trading this candlestick right here, this third candlestick. This was my entry candlestick right here. So I was waiting for price to push me up, then it didn't. Instead it reversed and it took me out, and that was basically it. Now when I saw this, I was just like, oh, another one. But a lot of people took the same buy, and a lot of people. So that is about it for today's trade, and I'm definitely going to see you guys tomorrow to see what we are going to have and how we are going to trade tomorrow. So bye. Good morning guys, today is Tuesday. It's the second trading day of the week and it's currently 3:25 a.m. My problems woke me up today. Fortunately, it's a fortunate thing. My program woke me up today, so I'm here to study, analyze the chart for today. Yesterday was a roller coaster of emotions for me. I'm not going to lie, yesterday I didn't feel so good. I doubted myself a lot. I questioned everything that I've been doing. I was this close to learn a new strategy yesterday, but I just reminded myself that I've practiced this strategy multiple times. I have forward tested, I have back tested. What is wrong with me? But it's okay, it's okay. My roommates are not here, that is why I can shout today, but I will keep on going. I'll make it. You see, this industry, I'm not leaving it. I've given my time, my energy, my money to just get up one day and be like, oh, I'm giving up. Sorry, giving up does not flow in my veins. We keep on trying until we make it. So let's start studying. What do I want to do right now? I want to plan for my day. And secondly, I already have a list of things that I have to do today. But when it comes to study, I don't know exactly what I want to study right now. But I want to go back to previous month's chart and see what happened from the beginning of January 2025. I'm trying to pay for TradingView Pro, but I don't know, each time I try to pay, they tell me that I cannot access it in my region. I don't know, but let's get this. I just was studying right now because I have to go to the gym, and I'm currently on my way to the gym. It's approximately 6:30, so I was studying, right? And I went through my charts or the trades that I've taken in the past, and I realized that on a good majority of time, each time I trade on Monday, I hit stop loss. I hit stop loss last week. In fact, since this month started, or this year started, each day I traded on Monday, I hit stop loss for one reason or the other. Now, most often, when I go back and I try to look at it, I actually see all the confluences I need to see before I take a trade, right? But even at that, I still hit stop loss. I was going through the chart and I realized that maybe I will stop trading on Monday, or not just a maybe, I'll stop trading on Monday, and my trading days are going to start from Tuesday. This is the reason why I say so. Monday literally determines how the current week is going to go, meaning Monday either creates a high or a low, and if Monday breaks out of the previous daily high with a full body, that simply means that we are going to keep buying for that week on a good majority of the time. I mean, Tuesday is going to buy, maybe Wednesday is going to buy as well. The reverse is true if we are breaking below the previous daily low, right? But I'm noticing that each day I trade on Monday, or each week that I trade on Monday, I hit stop loss. So I'm going to stop trading on Monday. That is one thing. And secondly, I was watching a video on psychology, and the person was saying something in the lines of, as a trader, you need to train yourself to not trade every day. And I think that the reason why we want to trade every day is because we look at scalpers. I'm not a scalper, I'm basically a day trader, and I hold my trade sometimes throughout the day. Sometimes it can run throughout the week. And if there's one thing that I've noticed is that my chart plays out very well on the 4 hours, no, on the daily time frame. So if I have to wait for maybe a 1 hour or a 15-minute entry confirmation, I don't have any business with trading every day. So I think that I got back from the gym a few hours ago, and I took this trade on JPUSD right now, like just now, and the trade fits my confluences, and I want to see how that trade is going to go moving from here. I'm going to share the trade with you, and I already entered the trade. Risk management is on point, everything is on point. The only thing that I want to see now is either I hit TP or I hit stop loss. Now the only thing that I did not do is that I did not split my entries. That means I enter one entry, and yeah. First things first, let me share this trade that I wanted to take today, and it's left. Like, by the time I wanted to enter the trade, it had already gone. I was looking out for this zone here because there was a CRT formation somewhere here, so I was looking out for this zone. The trade left me, but let me show you guys a trade that I took on GBP USD right now. I'm currently on this trade, right? I am targeting this high here. This is a key level right here, so I'm hoping for price to get to this key level, this line here. Now my reason for entering this trade is very simple. Price broke above a 4 hours range. Price broke above this range, and aside from that, price failed to take out this liquidity right here. So there's a good probability that we are going to get to this point right here, and this is a daily key level here. So that is basically my idea behind this trade. Currently this trade is going down, but let's see how it goes. If I hit stop loss again, it's okay. So I got back from the gym a few hours ago, and I was sleeping because I got up like I slept at 11, and 2:30 a.m. I was not feeling like sleeping anymore, so I started studying till the time for going to the gym, and I came back from the gym around 8:30, and I had a class. And one of the reasons why I did not take that first trade on Euro USD is because I had a class, and I'd already marked that zone, but I had a class. So by the time the class started, New York and London session opened, and the market just rallied. So right now I'm waiting to see how this is going to work out. If I hit stop loss, it's currently like 9 p.m. and I'll show you the trade. It is currently retracing, and I want to go to bed. So what I'm going to do now is that I will break even at my entry, and I'm going to go to sleep. This trade played out for a 1:1 point something, not even a 1:2, and currently it's retracing. I don't know why it's retracing, but I know that this trade is still going to buy, but I'm going to break even and see how it's going to happen tomorrow. So this is a trade currently. It played until it played until this level before. That was like for a 1:5, then it came for a 1:3. My 1:2 that I wanted to see before break even is somewhere here, then finally here. I don't know if I should actually break even or I should just let the trade be until it gives me 1:2, or I should break even and just, because I want to go to bed right now, I need to wake up early in the morning. But I think I'm going to leave the trade. I'll leave the trade and I'll set an alert at the 1:2. Maybe I'll be going to bed in like 1 hour, 2 hours. Maybe it's going to hit my, it's going back to break even. There's a good probability that this trade is going to stop me out. I don't know if it's, in fact, I'm not breaking even. I'll leave the trades because my rule states that if I want to break even, it should be after a 1:2. I've achieved something so big this week. It is so big. It is so big that sometimes we underestimate these things and we don't see how much progress that we are making in our trading. Let's talk about this. So I have come to this stage in my trading where my P&L does not determine if I am a good trader or not. I know I am a good trader. I have this deep belief in my soul that I am a good trader. I am patient with my setup. I wait for my setup for price to come to my point of interest. Like basically everything that a good trader does, I do it, right? That does not mean that I am 100%, but it means that I execute the way I need to execute. I execute the way the data that I have gathered in the past couple of months have shown me that this is how you need to execute this trade for it to play out. Even though I still hit stop loss because I have had a series of stop loss and it's inevitable. This is what I have just concluded. It is inevitable. Does that make me a bad trader though? No. Why should my feelings be attached to the losses I am making? Even in life in general, we are making losses in life. We are losing things. We are losing people. That makes us sad. That is true. It makes us sad. But there is a message in our pains that sometimes we fail to pay attention to, and we don't see how amazing things are getting in our lives, right? This is what I'm talking about. Yesterday I was on this trade on GBP USD. It was going well, only for it to reverse. This trade went for a 1:1 point something, right? Normally I wanted to break even, but my rule states that I break even after a 1:2. That trade has not got to the 1:2, so I had no business with breaking even. I saw the confluences on the 4 hours. I saw the confluences on the 50 minutes, and I took the trade. And when I took the trade hit me out. I was just like, okay, I'm not going to lie. I was just like, oh, it's okay. Previously, when I hit stop loss, I feel so bad. But yesterday was that stop loss that didn't bother me at all. I was just like, okay, I'm going to come back after work, and I'm going to try to see what happened. So let's see what happened together. So according to my analysis, right, there is this range here. I was looking out for this range. Price tapped into the range. What am I looking out for next? I'm looking out to buy. Now I had this first buying opportunity here, the CRT that formed. You see that CRT went all the way and it took the CRT high, which is here, right? So I was trading this candlestick right here, this third candlestick. This was my entry candlestick right here. So I was waiting for price to push me up, then it didn't. Instead it reversed and it took me out, and that was basically it. Now when I saw this, I was just like, oh, another one. But a lot of people took the same buy, and they like, is there anything I can do about the situation right now? No. The market has happened. It has gone, right? I am learning not to attach myself to trading so much. I am seeing trading now more from a perspective of it is revealing to me what I need to work on when it comes to me. I realized I needed to work on my attachment. I'm too attached, not only to things, but I'm attached to people as well. I'm somebody who does not have friends. I don't make friends, right? But if I say somebody is my friend, I am attached to that person. I barely make friends. The friends that I have right now are distance. Some are in Europe, some are back home, some are. Right? That is how my friends are. There is this range here. But in this country that I am right now, I cannot say I have a friend here. Price tapped into the range. I have what am I looking out for next? I'm looking out to buy. Because the moment I get attached to somebody, first buying opportunity here. That is the same thing with trading. I think I've become attached to trading. Went all the way, and each time you feel attached to something, it's going to hurt you until you learn to detach. Right? So I think I finally got to that point where I am practicing and I am getting that feeling of, this was my entry. Even if this thing does not go to my direction, it does not make me a loser. It does not make me a bad trader. It just makes my trading not good. Instead, it reversed and it took me out. What is the mistakes that I made? What can I improve? Now, when I saw this, I was just like, oh, I leave the house at like 6:30, but a lot of people took 30, and I come back from the house at like 7 p.m, something like that, right? So I work throughout this period, and I don't have time to check the chart. So you see that it's going to be a little bit more complicated. I am thinking of paying for a signal group that I know the person who is directing it, not just a random signal group. Not because I want to depend on signals, but because for the goals that I have for this year, the job that I'm having right now is not going to permit me to hit that goal this year faster. I want to hit all my goals this year. I want to transform every aspect of my life this year, and I have been working on that judiciously, whatever, but I've been working on it. So that is it, and let's see what is going to happen at the end of today. I don't know. I want to sit right now. It's like 4 a.m. or is it 3 a.m? Yeah, 4 a.m. I got up at 3. I did some self-care, spent time with myself, and now I want to study. I want to study price action of Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. Then I want to study price action for last week to see what happened last week and to see how last week is affecting this week. So I'll talk to you guys later when I'm going to work. But I don't know if I'm going to take any trade today. If I take a trade today, I'm going to talk about it. But let me do some analysis as well. If I see a setup, then I'm going to take it. If I don't see a setup, then I'm going to go about my day normally. One goal that I had this week was to, because I stick my goals somewhere I can see them so that I continuously look at them to see if I'm working towards them or not. One goal that I had for this week was to leave drawdown. Now, did I achieve that goal? It's Thursday. Maybe I'll achieve it tomorrow or today. I don't know. But one thing that I know is that I'm doing my path and I'm leaving the rest to nature. I'm leaving the rest to God. I'm leaving the rest to time. Anything that has to happen is definitely going to happen. That's why they say consistency, consistency, consistency. You're seeing result, consistency. You're not seeing result, consistency. So this act of showing up even when you're not seeing result can be very hard sometimes. But I am slowly getting to the state of, even if I'm not seeing results, I know where I'm going to. Now if you ask me where am I going to, I'll tell you. I know where I'm going to. So I'll keep on showing up. I'll keep on doing the things. Not like I'm learning anything new. I'm just going back to old knowledge. If I need to adjust anything, if I need to add anything. But I don't think I want to add. I want to subtract. Not subtract. I want to immerse myself in the knowledge that I have currently. And with that, we are going to have an amazing trading life, basically. Trading is a very beautiful journey. I'm not going to lie. Trading is the best thing that has happened in my life. The reason why I'm saying that is the best thing that has happened in my life is because it's made me discover things about me that I never knew existed. And it's making me, or it's forcing me to become somebody different. And every day when I wake up from my bed, I tell myself that it might not be today, but it will be tomorrow. Every day. It might not be today, it will be tomorrow. And I have affirmations that I've sticked basically everywhere. I have this one that I'm looking at right now. Each time I look at it, it says, remember, to become a new person, you need to do new things. We have 12 months to go. So let's go. So each time I look at it, I'm like, it's true. To become someone new, you need to do different things. If you used to sleep at 5 a.m., you need to now start sleeping at maybe 9, 7, 8, 9, 10, so that you can wake up early. If you used to wake up and scroll on your phone, you need to wake up and do something. Journal, meditate, spend some time with yourself, talk to yourself. If you used to feel disgusted about yourself, you need to get to that point where you feel nothing but love for yourself, empathy. When you're talking to you with all the love, the care, the affection. Like, I had a bad day the day after yesterday, and I felt so bad, and I woke up at some point. I was like, even if it's a bad day, it's not going to be a bad year. It's just this moment, and what can I do to get out of this state right now? And I went on ChatGPT and I asked. ChatGPT said you can shower, like take a cold bath, or you can look at things around you and name them. What you see, what you feel, what you smell, what you're tasting. Name them out loud, or say something good to yourself in front of the mirror. So these are the little things that I do to improve my life, or to make my life feel much better. Because life is ghetto. I was just thinking, what if I focus on trading just one pair until the year ends? I trade no other pair than that one pair, and see how it's going to be. I'm thinking mostly on GBP USD. What if I just focus on that pair, or Euro USD, one of those two? Because when I look at gold's price action, it's crazy. This pair has been moving without retracing since last week. I don't want to say since the quarter or this last 6 months of 2025, but let me just say since this year started. This pair has just been moving, and there's a great probability for us to hit $5,000 before this month ends. One thing I don't like about gold is that
any little political news or geopolitical war make this, but I'm thinking about it. I want to focus on one pair, study that pair, torment that pair. I think that is what I will do. Let's start now. We're not procrastinating, we are starting now. So I'll look at GBP USD and I'll look at Euro USD. When I look at those two, which one? I don't know. But immediately on my watch list, I'm going to delete gold. I'm going to delete BTC. I'm going to delete, yeah. For now, I have Euro USD and GBP USD left. I don't know which one I'm going to look at. GBP USD, I just started trading it and it's a good pair. All honesty, GBP USD is a good pair. I just started trading it. Euro USD, I've been with it for a long time. And Euro USD has good price action. I'm not going to lie. It actually has good price action. So I don't know which one I'm going to choose. I think I'll stay with Euro USD. So I'm going to trade just Euro USD the whole of. I want that by next year I'm posting a video in a complete different environment. Oh my god, it's going to be so good. Like posting a video in a very, not longer living in the dormitory or in the school hostel. It's going to be so beautiful. Living in my own apartment, having my trading room, my trading desk. The way I envision my trading desk in my head is so, you guys. So this is what I mean. Price has tapped into this internal range liquidity here. Now the price has tapped into this internal range liquidity, it is bearish because we have this structure break here. Then we have this change in character right here. That means the daily overall is bearish, right? That means on the new day, which is going to be yesterday 4 hours, I needed to look for sells instead of buys. I now see the mistake that I made. I was too quick to enter this trade because looking at it right now, right? Price tapped into this range here, this internal range liquidity here. And I want to see a CRT. Where is CRT for? Because we are bearish. CRT formed here. So if I was patient enough, I was trying to buy. Looking at it right now, I had no business buying. Yes, I will say that we had this internal range liquidity, this fair value gap here that got violated. But looking at it from this perspective, I had to buy from here. And I think this is a trade that I missed. Wednesday. Today is Thursday. Yeah. So I had to buy from here and here. But I entered my buy somewhere here on Tuesday, which is completely wrong. Like very, very wrong. If I was looking for a buy, it would have been here. And I would have been targeting the CRT high, which is here. That is it. Into this internal range liquidity I'm not going to see that the market. Now the price has tapped into this internal range liquidity. I did something wrong. Now it is bearish because we have this structure break here. What is then we have this change in character because the higher time frame structure is very important. That means the daily overall is bearish. We are still bearish, right? That means on the new day, which is going to be today, yesterday 4 hours. I needed to look I don't know for where price is going to instead of buys. To be very honest, I now see the mistake that I made. I was too quick to enter this trade. So because looking at it right now, right, price tapped into this range now, here. If we look, this internal range liquidity here, close, and I want to see CRT. Where is CRT for? Because we are bearish. CRT formed here. So if I was patient enough, that means
I was
there is
trying
a
to buy.
probability
Looking at
for
it
us
right now, I
today
had no
to
business
buy
buying.
this
Yes, I
CRT
would
here.
say that we
But
had this
the
internal range
trend is
liquidity,
still
this fair
bearish.
value gap here
So if I
that
go
got
on the 4
validated.
hours,
But
right,
looking
on
at
the
it from
4
this
hours time frame,
perspective,
there is
I
no
had
fair
to
value
buy
gap that
from
is
here.
telling me to buy. In all
And I think this
honesty.
is a trade that I missed.
Or yeah, I'm
Wednesday.
seeing something. We have
Today
this
is
CRT
Thursday.
at this fair
Yeah.
value gap again
So I had to buy
on
from
the
here
4 hours time
and
frame.
here. But
So
I entered my
we
buy
might
somewhere
buy
here
onto this level
on Tuesday,
here,
which is completely wrong,
and we
like very,
buy to
very
this
wrong.
level as well.
If I was looking for a
So
buy,
if
it
I
would
go
have
to
been
the
here.
15 minutes or the 5
And
minutes,
I would have been
15 minutes
targeting the
first,
CRT high, which is here.
I want to see a liquidity sweep at point of interest. I want
That
to
is
see a
it.
change in character.
So
Do we have a liquidity sweep?
I'm not going to
Yes.
say that the market
Here.
was wrong. I did
Do we
something
have a
wrong.
change in character?
Now going
though?
back to the
The
daily
answer
time
is
frame.
no.
Remember,
So, I
what
want
is
to
the
see
structure
price
on the daily?
change character
Because the
here.
higher time frame structure is
If
very
it changes
important.
character, let's go
Looking
for
at the
5
structure on the
minutes
daily now, we are still
to
bearish,
see better.
right? We don't have
We have a liquidity sweep,
any
but we don't have a change in
bullish
character.
perspective yet.
So I'm going to.
I don't know
Hey
where
guys,
price is going
it's
to.
3,
To
no
be
it's
very honest,
6:33,
because we have this
and I'm
draw
now going to work.
liquidity
So the
here.
trade that I took, which is here, that is how
So
it's
there's a
going so
probability
far.
that price is
It's
going
in
to
little
tap into this
profit.
draw on liquidity
I don't know
right
if the
here.
profit is going to
Now, if we
continue
look how
or the
did
profit is going to
yesterday
stop from
close?
here,
This is
but
the daily time
I
frame.
feel at peace with this trade.
Yesterday,
I journaled
we had
everything
a CRT
before.
formation
I wrote down
here.
everything that I saw, the reasons behind taking
Right.
the trade. So now I'm
That
just going to
means
wait to see
there is
how
a
the trade is going to go.
probability for us
The weather
today
is
to
extremely
write this CRT
cold.
here.
What's the
But the
sorry.
trend is still bearish.
So I'll give
So
you
if I
guys an
go on the
update
4 hours,
on how the trade went. If
right,
there's something about this
on the
weather that
4
I
hours
don't
time
like,
frame,
it
there is
messes
no
it
fair
up with
value
my
gap
eyes
that
so
is
much.
telling me
So
to buy.
I'm going to give you guys an update
all
on how the
honesty.
trade went. If you hit stop loss, hey,
Or,
if you hit TP, okay,
have this CRT and this fair
our
value gap
worth
again.
is not based, or
the
our
4
value
hours.
as traders is not based
So,
on our
we
P&L.
might buy
Remember,
to this level
bye,
here
see you later.
I'm at work, but let me give you guys a
and
trade
we
update.
buy
That
to this
trade
level
finally hit
as well.
stop loss.
So if I
After
go to
doing
the
like a
15 minutes
1:9.5,
or the 5 minutes,
reversed
15
and it hit
minutes
stop
first,
loss. And I know
I want
why
to
it
see a
did.
liquidity
I know why
sweep
it did,
at
but
point
I'm
of
not pissed.
interest.
I'm actually not pissed.
I want to see a change in
But we're going
character.
to do
Do we have a
overall
liquidity
review when I
sweep?
get back.
Yes.
I'm not tired because I have to
Yeah.
go back. I have to go to the gym. Not like
Do we
I'm
have a
tired, but
change
I'm
in
sleepy.
character though? The answer
I've
is
been
no.
off since 3 a.m.
So I want to see
let's
price
see
change
you guys.
character here. If it
Now,
changes
this is what
character,
happened with
let's
the
go to the
trade.
5 minutes.
The trade took
to
me
see
out
better.
and it went to TP. I was
We have a
targeting
liquidity
here
sweep, but we
and
don't
here,
have a change in character.
and it did exactly
So I'm
that.
going to
That
wait.
was like a 1:4. Well, we are out of this trade, and I'm left with 1% to finally lose my account. If I see a good setup today, I'll trade. But if I don't see anyone, then it's fine. Hey guys, good morning. It's another day. It's 6:30 a.m. and I'm going to work. I'm making this video just to say that I'm not sure I'm going to trade today, because after what happened yesterday, the market gave me 2 CRT formations 2 times. I don't know if it's because I entered my trade during the Asian session, because I was preparing to go to work and I saw the setup and I was like, okay, this is a good setup. But especially exactly how I predicted yesterday, that is how the market went. It took out the highs that I was expecting it to take, and today market is going to buy eventually, because we broke above. We had a real breakout above the previous yesterday, like yesterday's high, right? So it shows that the market is going to buy. There is a 4 hours fair value gap seated somewhere, and I don't know if I'll have time to look at the trade or take that trade, but basically today is going to buy. And I want to say that I am left with, I think I'm like down 9% of my account, and I'm not feeling bad about it. And I'm so grateful that I've come to that point where the P&L is no longer a problem to me. I'm just trying to analyze and understand the statistics behind every trade that I'm taking. So if I don't make any other video after this is going to be it for this week journey on my trading, and we are definitely going to have more weeks ahead basically. So I'm going to work and I need to rush so that I catch up with the bus, and I'm going to talk to you guys later. Bye. I'm not going to lie to you guys, being an adult is not easy.
trading as a career is a very demanding task. It demands a lot of mental stability to be a trader. Now, this is your sign that you can understand market structure, because I always see a lot of people in my comment section saying things like, oh, are you sure you understand market structure? Do you understand market structure and everything? You can actually understand market structure and still take losses. I think that most traders feels like if you're taking losses, it's because you're not a good trader. You can be a good trader and take losses. You can be a good trader and have losing streaks, right? Last month I had a good month. I took approximately 17 trades, and out of 17 trades, I think 18 or something like that. I'll keep the statistics somewhere if I can remember. I took approximately 17 trades, and out of the 17 trades, I had like 14 or 13 winning trade. I had just 1 or 2 losing trades. Then I had a break even or a missing trade, something like that. That was a good statistic. So this is another month, and the market is doing something otherwise. I initially, at the beginning of the month, when I took my first loss, I will not lie, it affected me. It took a toll on my mindset, and I started feeling like maybe I don't know this thing, maybe, but I'm glad I'm no longer in that state. So as I was saying, you can have a very good month, or you can have a very good strategy, be patient and everything, and you're still going to hit stop loss. It does not make you a bad trader. It just makes that month not a good one. And as I was saying, right, initially I was feeling so bad about my losses, like what am I doing wrong and everything. But now I'm just seeing like I follow the things, I follow everything that I need to follow, but it still happens that way. So it's not my fault. It does not make me a bad trader. It just makes a bad month, and it's okay. It's business. Another thing that I would like to add is that if you can afford to pay for mentorship, or if you can afford to pay somebody to teach you how to trade, guys, do it, right? The reason why I'm saying that you should do it is because it's going to make the journey less long for you. But before you do it, make sure you're paying somebody that is going to hold your hand and follow you up and teach you exactly what you should know. The reason why I'm struggling is because for each time that I paid someone, I didn't get the value for whatever I paid for. Aside from that, the fact that I paid and I didn't get the value that I paid for mentorship more than 2 times. I'm just talking of 2 times when it comes to Forex. But if I want to count crypto, I'll talk about the fact that I've paid like 4 times. I remember the first mentor that I ever paid, that was like in 2018 for crypto trading. That guy, I paid him $600. I could never forget. And what he was doing is that he would go on YouTube, make videos, or take videos from YouTube, send them to me to go watch them. That is basically it. And I think one thing that I'm grateful for with him is that, before him I had paid somebody $300. Oh my god, I've spent on this thing. That is why it's, I don't know, I don't think it's because I've spent that it's hard, but I've spent a lot to learn how to trade, a lot. And I got to a point where I was just like, okay, I'm giving up on paying people, let me do it myself. And I don't think I'll ever want to pay somebody again. Not because I've never paid, but because I've paid, I've not gotten value. But one thing that I would say is that if you're coming into this industry right now, and I'm already at the bus stop. So if you're coming into this industry right now and you can afford like someone who can teach you, guys, pay and learn so that you don't go through all this stress. The person is going to teach you from their experience, which you don't have, basically.